we're gonna be playing chess and how to set up chess and what all the pieces do and how to play. Okay, let's go. Hi, welcome to the Twins Take. As I said, we're gonna play chess and where the pieces go and how to play and what all the pieces do. So here are all the pieces. There are black pieces for one team and white pieces. And we're gonna get both sides out. Now we're gonna take them out and put them right by the chessboard. If you're wondering what the numbers are for, they're for if you're playing a really advanced player, however you move them. I'll tell you when you start playing. So the black side goes on one side. These are pawns, and they go on the front layer. So let's get all the pawns of the blacks, and we put them all on the second checker, on the second line of checkers. These are rooks, and that'll go on this part, on the corners. And I'll tell you what all the pieces can do when you start playing. And I'll tell you what happens when the pawns first move. And there's something really special that the pawns can do if a piece is taken out. These ones are called bishops. And they go right by the knights. So they go on the other side of the knights. Now there's rooks go on one side of the knights in the corners, and the bishops are on the other side of the knight. This is the king. And in the game, once the king is dead, you win. So the king will go on this side, and this is the queen. The king can move in any way except like this, L's, or jumping over. Okay, now let's set up the other side. This side, all of the pieces are the same and they do all of the same thing. All right, so you set up all the things. Now I'm gonna tell you what the white side can do all the things that this side can do, except the white side can do one thing that this side can't. The white side gets to move first. So these are the pawns. On their first time, when they first move, they can move twice, or they can just move once. And these things can do the same side, but something nice with pawns. So like one of these kills like one of these guys on the first row. You can get one of your pawns over to this side. There's no one there. You can choose to swap your pawn for one of these guys. And I can tell you how that works when we start playing. So those are what the pawns can do. These ones are rooks. They can go up, sideways, and backwards. But if they can't jump over anything, and when they're going forward, they can kill one thing at a time. Okay. And pawns are the only things that can go to the edge and do a trade for some. And these ones are knights. There's something really nice about the knights. They can jump over people. They can jump over people because the knights are on horses. So they can jump over your team and the other team. But with these guys, they can only do L's like this. They can only do L's, 3 squares up and sideways. But if you're playing really advanced with these guys, you'd say B3, then you'd move it here. Or you could say C3 and move right here. These guys, as I said, they're the bishops. So they can go diagonal in any way. Diagonal sideways, diagonal down. But they have to go diagonal like this. But this one, as you see, he's on a black line. So he can only go diagonal on the blacks. But he can't go diagonal over someone. So you must move the pawn up twice or once for it to be able to go through. And cool things about these guys, because this one's on a white checker, this one's on a black checker. This one can only move on the black checkers and diagonal. This one can only move on the white checkers diagonally. So those are okay. And then the king, he can't jump over anyone, but he can only move once like this. Only one space at a time. And once you kill him, the game is over and whoever killed him wins. And your pieces cannot kill one of your own pieces. This one's the queen. She can go sideways, up, down. This cool girl can go up, sideways, backwards, diagonal, any way except L's and jumping over. And you can't go like this. Also, something weird with pawns, they cannot go backward. Oh, but these guys can. If they move up, they can go back. And they can jump over people when they're going backwards. So let's start playing so we can see how this works. So this is the twins take, and I'm gonna call Pie over so you can play together so I can show. Hey, Pie! Coming!
A few moments later.
Pie's here, and now we're gonna play the game so we can show you how it works. But we're not gonna play the whole game, we're just gonna show you how the game works. So she gets to go first because she's on the right. So demonstrate whichever where you're going.
So this is a pawn and it can move 2 spaces forward at a time, so I chose.
I'm gonna move my knight because he can jump over people and go places like this.
So 3 down and 2 across.
Also, when you let go of your piece, you can't move it anymore. It's stuck there. But if you move it like this and still hold on, you can change where you want to move it or change a different piece. But once you let go of it, it can't be moved. I moved this guy up twice, and then I went like this. No. And then when it's her turn, pawns can only kill people going diagonally like this. So if somebody's by them in a diagonal, they can go like this to them.
And then you can put that one on your side.
Yes. Say she killed this guy. This one was right here, and I got this guy right here. And she has this guy. I could do this, or this guy and put him back and got this guy back here. So you can do that. Also, you can just get to the end of the board and not do anything, but you wouldn't be able to do anything, so I would do a trade if that happened.
And the king can only move one space in a turn, so either this way, that way, that way, that way, that way. It can go diagonal, but it can only move 1 space, so.
But no jumping over.
Yes, no jumping over. So if I said I wanted to move my king, then I could only do 1 space.
So do you know what happens when a queen can move anyway? So if a queen or a rook is in front, when you have a chance to kill the king, you would say check. But when you have like a one here, a piece there that can kill the king, and one here and one here, then the king wouldn't be able to move anywhere without dying. So that means you would say checkmate. So they could either let you hurt them, but there were no guys by him. So you could say checkmate, and he could either do this to his king, or this is what I usually do if I'm a checkmate. I go like, wah! Yeah. So that's about how you play. So let's say this side killed my king. Then also somebody's in checkmate and they killed him, and it was the black team would win. But if the bright team killed this guy's king, the dark team's team, then the white team would win. And also you could play where you said, this guy's here, and you move in, so you can jump over, so you could say
the horse is there.
I'm gonna move the knight. So you can move. You could say you want to move in here. So you would say me and my knight to C3, and you move in here.
Yeah. So there's numbers and letters. There's letters horizontally and numbers vertically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Wait, just to H and H.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It goes to J. So you could have this guy moved out of the way and say, move my rook from H to H6. So it said, also, pawns can kill diagonally. So if I moved him there, I'd be able to, the other team would be able to do that if they want. Also, when these guys move, they can only kill one at a time.
So
Everything.
So say this guy was moved, and he was right here, and he wanted to go all the way over here. He couldn't kill all those guys to get over there. He could only do this. You can't kill you can only kill one.
But also, if he
Yeah,
did do that, this guy would be able to kill him. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Like and subscribe to the Twins Take.